Brother, we are so back.
We are back, baby.
So back. What is this? 5 weeks in a row of recording episodes. We're on a hot streak right now.
Oh, we're going strong.
Oh, wait, and there's been multiple weeks where we've recorded 2 episodes in the same week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just telling the people right now, like, if you ain't on Patreon and you want more of Nick and Joey during your, like, midweek,
get there.
Seriously.
$2.
It's literally $2.
If you want to give us $5, give us $5.
I mean, don't even get me started on the whole $2 thing.
Come
it's
on.
like, Jesus, bro.
We got deep last week on a Patreon.
Oh, my God, I forgot about
and
that.
And it's only on Patreon.
It was, what was the topic?
Our biggest regrets.
Biggest regrets.
Crazy.
I'm kind of surprised you said the one that you said. Not gonna lie to you, that was a little risky.
It's okay,
but that's why it's on Patreon.
$2, baby. You can know my deepest, darkest secret.
Yep. That actually, no. Honestly, shout out to you for even sharing that, like, on the internet. That was huge.
I mean, so, don't try to walk past yours because yours wasn't much better than mine.
Patreon.com/OG Sessions. Go run that shit up, y'all. $2. It gets you access to everything on Patreon. And then we're not going to be allowing that forever, just so you know. Eventually, it's going to be just certified OGs. But for now, if you want to get locked in, grandfathered in at the $2 price, hit it up. There. Go stupid.
Yes.
Let's go and knock out win of the week. You down for that?
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 135, win of the week.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm going first. Okay, my win of the week is, so you know how I wrecked my work van?
Oh, my God, I forgot that's why you got a new one.
I got a brand new one this week, and let me tell you, that thing is like a limo. I can stand up, walk around.
Old one. Shit. Okay, go ahead for context for people. Like, describe the size difference between the old van and the new one.
Okay, so the little van, my old van, was literally the same size as my Mazda 6. It's just like maybe 2 foot taller. Like my Mazda might have even been wider.
It looked like a glorified smart car.
It was horrible. And like, I'm a commercial electrician. They expect me to work out of that. Like, I can't even put a piece of pipe in there.
You can keep a wrench in the trunk. And
I walk out and I have a broom. But no, I got a new van this week, and that I can.
Bro, shout out to you. You could live in that fucking van, bro.
Dead ass.
No, seriously, if you took the shelves out of it, like, you could turn that into a badass for sure, bro. Seriously, shout out to you. You've been working really hard recently, so it's good they kind of reward you with a new van. Like, not even gonna lie to you, bro, but you're carrying that company right now.
Okay.
Look, you want to talk about good master Aren't you a master now?
I'm not a master.
Okay, what?
I'm like a self-proclaimed master electrician.
Okay, word.
Yeah, but no, I ain't no master.
But just commercial. So don't be getting all excited,
Don't ask me to fix no microwave.
Don't ask you to fix a microwave. Damn sure don't ask her to fix a microwave.
I might be able to fix your plug.
Barely.
Maybe. Master electrician.
Okay, so my win of the week.
Let's hear it.
First one's kind of light, but shout out to our new intern.
Shout out to
him. He is my win of the week for this week because, honestly, like, intern has been doing extremely well. I mean, this is his second episode being here. First time being here, like, when we had a guest on the podcast. So shout out to intern. He's been kicking his ass. We're very proud of you. Very lucky to have you on the team. And there's also been a lot of things that he's been doing behind the scenes that have honestly made our lives just easier. You know, a lot of the listeners probably aren't going to notice a lot of the things going into play right now, but just know when you see the bigger guests come on and you see the conversations get deeper and longer and, like, they're very, just like more in depth, like more editing, a lot more like details into everything that we do.
It's all because of our intern.
That's intern. So shout out to intern. That's my first win of the week.
Thank you, intern.
Second win of the week is, actually, I've got 3 wins.
Holy
I might
shit.
go crazy. I'm gonna just keep it at 2. 2 is like it's like a 2-in-1 win of the week.
Okay.
So, for one, last week was one of our biggest like growth weeks with the podcast as far as like just followers go on social media. We had I don't know compared to the Forrest Bump clip that blew up, but pretty much every clip that we posted on Instagram performed really well this past week. And bro, followers are pumping, and when followers are pumping on other apps, you kind of see them like translate into subscribers on YouTube. So I mean, for one, if you guys are watching the show on YouTube right now,
Appreciate
subscribe,
you.
share, do the whole 9, bro. Comment for
mama.
sure. Send to your mama, auntie, grandma.
Yeah.
And but no, I just like numbers have been up, and I think that we just hit 850,000 views on YouTube. And that's obviously thanks to the listeners. So shout out to you. So I guess the fucking listeners of this podcast are my win of the week, bro, because, obviously the three of us
wouldn't be here without them.
No, literally. But I mean, we might still be here. We'd be doing it for nothing.
Yeah.
But But yeah, no, definitely just, it's cool. We all kind of have this like wild dream of turning this show into the biggest show on the planet. And sometimes little weeks like this kind of give me hope that that's possible, you know? So shout out to everyone that's listening to this podcast, man.
Shout out to them.
And one of the things we're able to do with this podcast that kind of keep me fucking gelled, bro, is fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
So we all did the league, and we talked about this a little bit in the Patreon episode, so I don't want to harp on it too long. But greatest fantasy football league in the world, certainly the most competitive if Joey wasn't in it, is booming, bro. And we had the
I can't wait to beat
party.
your ass this year.
I wish you, brother.
Oh, come on.
I don't think you've ever beat me in a game.
I think. Yeah,
What's your overall stats?
No, we're not gonna. We've already been through this. We don't have to do that part again.
Okay,
we can talk about fantasy as a whole.
Okay, but the league itself was incredible, and that was honestly like one of our interns' like first big projects when he got put on the show. Mm-hmm. We were like, hey, one of the things that's kind of draining on our end is trying to organize a fantasy football league full of all these competitive fantasy guys and complete the loser punishment, record the vlog, do all these little hype videos for it, set up the party, plan for everyone to get together multiple times a season and like just, you know, hash it out and like be boys or whatever. And we wanted to add some elements to the end of the season where we like kind of interview a guest and do whatever, or interview like the winner and the loser and whatever. And all that was kind of getting out of hand. So we just handed it off to our intern just to see what he would do with it. And I will tell you right now, brother, that fantasy football.
I think the coolest thing he's done with fantasy is investing the payout.
I love that idea.
That's a great idea.
Explain that.
So, I mean, it's an 8-guy league.
Yes.
And everybody paid $100. So we got $800. And instead of just holding on to that $800, we're going to invest it. And then maybe it grows, maybe it goes down.
100%.
But it could go crazy. And then now the winner's got a bigger paycheck.
It's cool because for us, we only pay out the winner. I know a lot of fantasy leagues, they'll pay out top three. Like third will get their money back, second will get a little bit more, and then first place obviously get like a lot. And then, but for us, we're like winner takes all.
Yeah.
So second place, look, if you ain't first, you're last.
What are we putting it in? Intern? S&P 500. Oh yeah, so we're going up,
brother. We
have to
for sure.
Yeah.
And so honestly, I think that I love that idea as well. I'm okay with it going down a little bit and only making 700, 600.
I mean,
there's a risk to also be making 1,000, 12. You know, what I mean, like that shit can go crazy, bro. So definitely good idea for the intern. But honestly, my favorite part, bro, was that party.
The party was fun.
That was such a dope setup, man. For one, interns got the best spot for a fantasy party.
Yeah.
Or just a party in general, I guess. But it was just really cool. Like, he went the extra mile, got a shit ton of popcorn chicken.
I've never seen so much popcorn chicken.
How many pieces of popcorn chicken was that? Was it just a family size?
500.
We ate 500.
It was a huge box.
And we finished the whole thing. I mean, I took a little.
Well, you took about half of it home. So.
And it is gone. And then, but no, like the meatballs were fucking fire. He made homemade meatballs. And there was the cookies. Like, I mean, bro went stupid. We don't got to explain it. Shout out to the intern. And speaking about putting food on the table, my boy Joey Allen went crazy last night.
Oh, you talking about that little fish I caught?
That was crazy.
It's just a little fish.
I mean, that was the biggest one I've seen probably since I've been.
So what's crazy is we had the show last night with Tom McManus. We were on that show.
Right.
And I was on the way home. I'm like in podcast clothes. I don't fish in podcast clothes, but I'm like, the sun's perfect. You know, I just stopped by.
We go flick some rod.
I flicked a little rod. And I'm walking around, and all I hear is like a fish like smacking on the top of the water. You know what it sounds like. It's like dropping bricks. And so I'm like, shit, there's a fish over there. So I literally just tossed 5 feet, just tossed it right there. I didn't even move it. And it's screaming.
No way.
Big ass redfish.
Oh, so that was as soon as you got there.
Oh yeah. I only made like 3 casts.
Because I noticed that shout out Tom McManus for having us on his show, The Horse's Mouth. Mm-hmm. That was a really
shout
good
out
time.
Morgan for getting us on there.
Well, yeah, obviously shout out Morgan, fucking hero in that situation. And then it was interesting because like I was still on the way home too, and I live way closer.
And I'm already sending you a picture.
And you sent me a picture of you catching this big ass redfish. I was like, whoa, that was quick.
Talk to him.
So shout out to you, bro. That's fucking dope. And then I'm trying to think any other little housekeeping items we got for the podcast boys until we get into this episode.
We got a big on the road coming up.
Facts.
That's
okay, so Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're filming another On the Road. Boys, we're back.
We're so back.
We are so fucking back. Because that's the thing is we used to do the On the Roads like crazy. We always thought that was going to be our bread and butter.
And it probably still is. We just don't do it.
Everyone loves them. Yeah. But the thing was, it was like we kind of thought since the name is On the Road, we got to go on like another road trip. And they weren't really that expensive.
Doesn't matter what road it is. Beach Boulevard, hey, brother, Atlantic.
Look, hometown. Yeah. Hometown one. You got to eventually do one for
Martin Luther King
Drive. Which I think we did one in Jacksonville, but it wasn't where this one's going to be at.
Yeah.
So this is going to be really fun. We're bringing back a fan favorite guest.
I'd say our biggest guest.
No, literally, physically, our biggest guest for sure, largest guest without a doubt. Fucking, he's so dope, bro. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
And it'll be kind of cool to like film it on the road. It's only going to be a 1-day thing, but the vlog itself is going to be pretty long, probably. Mm-hmm. So I think it will be kind of cool to like switch it up a little bit and just do like something quick, but also be putting out the content for the people. Mm-hmm. I really want to do something for the Patreon. What? Go ahead.
And we have FinFest coming up.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay, so also shout out to the homie Nico and Disco Cowboy. We will be at FinFest interviewing all of the artists backstage before they go out and perform. For the people that aren't in Jacksonville, FinFest is like a huge festival that we do at the beaches. They've only been doing it for like 3 or 4 years or something like that.
But it's gotten exponentially larger every year.
And the lineup for it is insane. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of like, there's in the early parts of the day, because it's a 2-day festival, but like early Friday and early Saturday is like jam band, which is kind of cool because that's kind of out of our lane anyway. Mm-hmm. But then towards the evening, like we get into like Neil Francis and like some of these DJs, bro. I'm just excited to be a part of the fucking production.
Just to be in the same area.
Just to be in the same room. And like the cool thing is like opportunities like that don't just, like it's not just because we knew them that we were able to get these opportunities. It was more so like we're putting in some fucking work, and it's obvious that when he came on the podcast, he noticed that we got something. So can't thank Nico enough for this opportunity. We are going to make the most out of it, and I promise you we are going to, boys.
Oh, we are so
it's next weekend, which by the time this episode comes out, it's 2 days after, a day after this episode comes out, we're going to be doing FinFest. Yeah. So stoked. Couldn't be more stoked. And just grateful for the opportunity, man.
Yes, sir.
So shout out to y'all boys. I mean, this isn't all me. This is a group effort, and y'all are fucking killing it.
We're hustling. Shout out to you.
Let's jump into this episode.
You don't want to say you love me one more time?
I love you.
I love you more. Let's get into it, please.
Okay, let's get into this episode, boys. This is episode 135 of the OG Sessions podcast. Lego. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the OG Sessions podcast. Of course, I'm here with my brother, Joey Allen.
What up, what up? Hold on, before we get started, I want to call you out because I wish that that screen wasn't there because you always touch the same buttons everywhere. You never move them.
What do you mean?
You just touch them. When the music's playing, you're just like, you just go back and forth.
That's my mental way of checking them.
That's how,
I'm like, I have to physically touch it
every time.
I know.
Never called you
so
out.
Funny. That's so funny you notice that. I know I do it every single time.
You never move them, you just touch each one.
That is so funny. You're actually right.
Yeah.
You're very correct.
Let's get into it.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, I am very excited for today's episode. This is episode 135, and give it up for the girl herself, Brooke Adee. How you doing?
Good. How are you today?
Good. Pleasure to have you on the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So I originally came across your page from the Favre fashion show. And I mean, I kind of saw like a little, like you in some of the teasers or whatever, but then I actually went to the fashion show and that movie came out insane. Like shout out to you.
They did such a good job. I worked with Martin and another videographer on there. I just know Martin personally.
Okay.
So when they were like casting for it, I was like, oh, that looks like fun. And he's like, hired.
Nice.
That's awesome.
No way.
So was it scary whenever they took the clip where you were laying in the swamp? It was like a drone shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you're like floating in the swamp pretty much.
I'm a really bad swimmer too, and I actually don't go in the Jacksonville ocean water because I feel like there's some brain-eating amoebas in there.
Yeah.
And the water makes my skin really itchy. But it wasn't super jarring because it was so early when we started filming, and then a giant lightning thunderstorm hit. So we had like 10 minutes to get the shot. Mm-hmm.
So you just had to go. It was like, come on,
like push in
get it done.
The water. Yeah, 100%. The dress is heavy.
You weren't thinking about gators at all? Because there's so many gators.
No. I kicked something and I was like, there's got to be bodies in here. It was a crab trap, I think.
How long were you actually in the water for?
Probably like 15 minutes maybe.
Okay, and so for the people that haven't seen, that are out of Jacksonville and don't even know anything like what we're talking about right now, pretty much you were in this like short film for La Favre, which is a like hometown company. Everyone that watches this pod knows La Favre, I guess. But yeah, like pretty much they did a fashion show and they did like this short film along with it. And just, it's like different clips of you throughout the entire video, just kind of like doing different things. So like, I think you light something on fire at some point. And then, but I mean, girl, you crushed.
Thank you so much.
I will tell you right now, 15 minutes in the swamp, like, you ain't paying me money to do that shit. There's no.
Well, they paid me, so I would have done it for $50. I would have done it for $10 probably. I just thought it was going to be a cool experience.
No, for
It's
sure.
a pleasure being a part of it, for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those brands where it's like, you know, you see them kind of on the rise. Like, that's definitely one I would love to work with.
You would do
too.
it for La Favre.
Oh no, I would 100% do it for La Favre. But I'm just saying, like, that experience, like in the actual video, it seems, because it's slow mo, so it seems like you're like laying there or floating there for so long. Like,
It could have been longer. I don't know. It's kind of a rush.
crazy. Yeah, for sure. I mean, girl, I applaud you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
What about that experience was, you know, kind of a highlight?
I'd never like smoked cigarettes, and I smoked like a whole pack basically
right.
by like 6 a.m. because we had to go at sunrise.
Okay.
And it was amazing. The gnats were eating me alive. Like the first time I took the dress off, I had like 75 gnats pouring out of it.
Oh my
and
God.
I was choking on cigarette smoke for at least a week after that. It was,
Good
they had to
job.
teach me how to smoke a cigarette too. They were like, "This is not Lana Del Rey. Like, we're going for white trash here, more so. So like, we want you to like chief it without your hands." And I'm like, "Oh, great, great. Just stick it to my mouth and just."
Did you get
keep it up.
addicted?
I got so addicted. I had to go to AA meetings. It was horrible. It actually tore my family apart.
But you're over it now.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm still struggling, actually. It's a daily struggle.
We shouldn't talk about it then.
She'll get through it.
Yeah.
So you also walked in the fashion show, right?
Yes.
How
and
was
that
that
was super
experience?
last minute.
Oh, really?
I didn't expect to be a part of the fashion show. I didn't really know anything about it. And then they were like, "Well, yeah, of course you're going to be in the fashion show." I'm like, "Oh, when is it?" They're like, "Oh, we'll let you know." And it ended up being in I think it was in 4 weeks from then.
Okay.
So we did a fitting, and then we went from there. But the night before was when they were like, "Oh, yeah, do you want to hold a snake?" And I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah." Like, I love snakes.
I
but
do not.
I didn't expect it to be such a big snake. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know if you saw it.
Oh, I was
It's-
there for sure. They were fucking huge.
It was a really big snake. But that was a really cool experience.
You weren't scared of it at all?
It got a little tight around my neck at certain points because I was holding it for 3 hours.
No way.
Because I went to go put it down after the rehearsal, and I was like, "Where's the snake guy?" And they're like, "You just hold it."
Oh my God.
I would
like,
get into
okay.
a swamp butt naked before I held a snake for 3
Really?
hours. I swear.
No, it was a very friendly snake. Like,
I don't
it wasn't,
care.
It was
doesn't
a
matter.
friendly snake. Well, they just kept saying it ate last week, so you're good.
Last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, but
No.
it was
Dude, it
like
was
I
big.
guess my neck was really warm because that's where it wanted to strangle the
Strangle.
most. And honestly, I was flattered.
Yeah,
but-
for sure.
But it was a big snake.
And did they do? I'm kind of blanking. Did they end up doing an outfit change midway through? Didn't you
Certain
walk
people
twice?
did. I
Okay.
walked twice, but I wore the same dress, just in a different color from the video.
Okay, cool.
Because they were doing I think it was along the lines of biblical,
Yeah.
like a resurgence,
Oh, for sure,
like a
yeah.
rebirth type deal. And so we had someone in the same dress as me go out later, the dress I wore in the video, and then they had switched my dress to a blue, which was really cool because I like the blue.
The vibe of that entire event was so La Favre, but it was also just very well done. And then it was Tammy doing the hair, right? Did Tammy do your hair?
Yes, she is phenomenal. I love her. She's got such amazing energy, and I'd never had my hair up. They were going for I think they said a Priscilla Presley look, and I think she nailed it.
Okay, word. Yeah, she did a great job there. She was my old neighbor, and when I saw she was doing
Really?
it, it's so cool how Casey does a really good job of bringing all the goats in one city just together, because
Yeah.
there was a couple Jags players walking in it.
Everyone
there was
amazing. Everyone
Yeah.
was so nice. I'd never been in a room full of especially being in the music industry for a long time, which it's been a while, but you don't see that many kind and uplifting and just outwardly friendly people all
sure.
coming together at once.
Well, Casey's very, what's the word? Casey's extremely genuine, and he kind of leaves his ego at the door. Casey's got every reason to be egotistical, whatever. He's done so much in
He
such a
is
short
that
period of
guy.
time. He is him, literally.
No,
But
such a sweet guy.
yeah, it's so cool how he just stays genuine. And I actually interviewed Casey for episode 9 of this podcast, which is about 4 years ago, and it was the beginning of his brand, and he was the exact same way then that he is now. We had him on a few months ago, and he's just the same person.
He's a little sexier now.
Yeah, true. I mean, he gets sexier every episode.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
you know.
he's great, and he's such a good family guy too. And I feel like he does a great job at making everyone feel comfortable. He was very, very humble.
100%.
I'd never met him before the video too, so I was really nervous.
Have
but
you ever done any other modeling besides that?
No, I did a few things, like, you know how they hire Instagram models? This is how you know there's a difference between Instagram models and real models, because I showed up to an event in Atlanta, and I drove in from, I think I was visiting my family in Florida before I moved here. They took like one look at me. I drove like 8 hours, and they were like, how tall are you? I'm like, I'm 5'2". Why didn't you ask me first?
Oh my
yeah,
God.
that's
crazy. We're going to have
crazy.
to put you in the back. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. This is Instagram. You don't hire someone on Instagram and not ask them anything.
Yeah, that's a little dicey for sure.
It was still really fun, though.
Yeah, see, I think that it's cool, too, because Casey, I mean, some of his other videos in the past, I'm pretty sure they weren't like, from what I remember, I don't think they were like actual models. I think they were just like a couple people that were like working with the brand or doing whatever.
Yeah.
But just his aesthetic. I mean, the way that
they
like
killed it.
Just like the aesthetic of everything they do is just like textbook, literally textbook.
Well, I know they had interviews for everyone. They all came in and did a walk. They had they had an application process, I think.
Okay, cool.
And that's how I found out it's like up and coming models, people trying to get into the modeling industry. A lot were from Jacksonville, but some people weren't. I'm actually really close with one of the other models that I met that day, and she lives about 2.5 hours away. She drove all the way to like see me on like a Monday. Just
Oh my
hang out
God.
for the day.
Nice.
So everyone was really cool.
They really know what they're doing, I guess. Out there
Yeah.
cherry picking
Yeah.
perfect people for
Well,
a
they said
for
they
an
were picking
event.
people for like how they presented themselves when they were initially meeting.
For sure.
Like we've had so many model entries, and this is who we ended up with. I think they said there was like 200 to 300 or something. Don't quote me on that.
Damn.
But and then they ended up with the people that
I mean,
they
I
did in the
believe it
show.
though. You know, I mean, anyone that can kind of be a part of like something kind of growing and booming like that is fucking honor for sure.
No, yeah, absolutely. I'm very happy with it.
Well, I salute to you. You guys have anything else with the LaFave ship? Because I'm ready to start talking about music. But
Yeah,
I'll tell
I
you
wanna
right
talk
now,
about
I mean,
music.
that was just like, that, I just remember, I mean, that was how I first like came across you, I guess. That was like the backstory of how I was like, okay, who's this chick? And then I came across your page, and the first thing I see is your profile picture just says eliminated. And I'm like, okay, what is this shit? I'm like, now I'm like invested, you know what I mean? And then go down the rabbit hole, and girl, you can sing.
Thank you
You
so
got
much.
some pipes on you for sure. Goodness
you.
gracious. I mean, like, I didn't even really, it still took me a minute to go like back and find, because The Voice, I mean, that was almost a decade ago.
That was over a decade ago.
Was
She
it really?
Like, yeah,
Crazy.
I turned 27 this month.
And
So
when you went on The Voice, you were
I
17?
was 15 when I
15.
started. The audition process takes a really long time.
Okay.
And then the filming process takes way longer than you would ever
How does that
possibly
go?
dream.
Like, how do you sign up? How do you get accepted?
I went to an open call. So there was like 500 people, and you just like go down the line, and they're just kind of like, next. It was mind-boggling. I took a little trip to Nashville with my mom for like 2 nights and just kind of showed up.
Okay.
What song did you sing?
I sang, the first song I did was Girl with One Eye by Florence and the Machine.
I've never heard it.
And they're like, that was dark.
No way.
I'm like, well, yeah.
Apparently it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so is there like a second application process? Like once you apply that first time, how many people do you think were there? Thousands?
I think they start off with like around 50K people when they're doing the interview
Oh
process.
my God.
Because they do video entries and then they do live, and you don't actually get on TV. And even after you get on the show, like in front of the judges, if you don't make it on, there's like they could just scrap the whole
Is it the
thing.
same judges from the very beginning?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I honestly, it was all luck because everyone I met was so incredibly talented. I was just kind of like, I'm just along for the ride. This is like a side quest for me
Yeah,
right now.
For sure, yeah.
And yeah, I got really lucky because everyone was incredibly talented.
I mean, there's got to be a little luck involved whenever it's 50,000 people and then you end up being one of the people. But I will say, like, also don't sell yourself short because you
can sing.
Girl, you can fucking
Thank
sing.
you.
Seriously, like, I mean, all the songs that you performed on there, because you ended up being Team Blake, right?
Yes, I was.
And was that kind of like a flex? Because I feel like he's like the number one in that show.
I love him.
Who did you want?
Well, initially I thought I would want Adam because I was like, that's more of like the vibe of music that I like. Well, Pharrell was like my favorite.
Right.
And he was really sick when we first started filming. But you know how when you pick the judge, it looks like it's like 10 seconds. They're like, you got 10 seconds to choose.
Yeah.
It's longer than that. You have a
Really?
few minutes to talk to them and stuff. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not going with Adam. He's weird.
Why?
Really?
What'd he say? Like, what
It
made
wasn't
you...
even like, I feel like they cut a lot out of the show. I don't know if I can get in trouble for saying this. I don't think
It
so.
was a
It's
No,
like
no.
so long.
No one watched this podcast
Like, there's
anyway.
no way. Yeah. But he just had like a weird vibe to him, and he was very awkward. And I was 15, so I was just like, oh, this is everyone's heartthrob. Like, this is who I'm expected to pick at this point.
Yeah.
But Adam was he didn't seem as genuine as Blake.
For sure.
And he also was like, in my heels, we were the same height, and that was a little jarring because I didn't expect that.
How tall is Blake? Like 6?
He's giant. He's a giant.
Adam Levine. Really? It's Adam Levine, yeah?
He's got to be like 6'5". Yeah, Adam Levine.
I do feel like Adam
He's
Levine would be like one.
He's a little guy.
Tall.
He's
crazy.
like a little dude, and he's like, I don't know.
So what were the nerves like? So let's go back to the nerves of like the audition like performance that you did. How were you feeling in that moment?
Oh, I was a mess. I was so scared. I was just trying to like keep it together.
Are you a naturally like outgoing person and like very confident?
I don't know. It really just depends on the situation, and that wasn't one of those situations that I was like super comfortable in.
Sure.
I'd done music before. I was in a band, like a few bands as a kid, and then also did like basically kids bop for most of my life.
No way.
Yeah. So
yeah, because I saw you had a song on there, or there were songs on your Spotify with what's his name, Matty B. Is that right?
Way.
That was who I toured with him for years.
No way.
He's like my little brother.
That's hilarious.
We grew up together. We even went to high school together for a little bit after.
No shit.
Yeah,
and
he's awesome.
All I like remember was he was like someone famous from back in the day. I haven't kept up with him or anything like that.
Yeah,
How much
he's a
younger
great
than
kid.
you is he?
I'm a good bit older than him. I want to say like probably, I think he's my sister's age, so I've got to be like 5 years older than him.
Oh, he's 22?
Yeah.
Good job, intern. Look at intern coming
Shout
in
out
clutch.
intern. That's another
Ooh,
point.
that's a good hire right there. That's a point. You're
I'm adding that.
He's definitely a
That's
6 out of 10 right now.
Oh
6
my
out of 10. That was
goodness.
good. I'm proud of him. Okay, so 22. So yeah, so you got 5 years on him.
Yeah, 5 years. So he was really like a little brother to me, but I remember like I would get like death threats from like 7-year-olds on the internet. Like, he's mine. I'm like, that's like a whole child right there. You got him.
Yeah, for sure. That's so funny. So I guess you go through the audition process, and then what's next after that? Like, do they kind of narrow it down to the final ones that are going to be going on the stage or whatever?
That whole process takes such a long time. I think that they start with 50 people on the show, like when they're actually airing it.
Okay.
And you get to know everyone so well, though. It's sad because you're all posted up in the same hotel.
Yeah.
And then you're living in a hotel the whole time, but you're not allowed to tell anyone you're on The Voice. So they said whenever anyone asks what you're here for, because we were at, I think it was like Hollywood Studios Hotel or something. We were like in Hollywood. And so there's other like famous people staying there, and you have to say, I'm here for band camp.
No way.
Oh
Which
my
is-
God.
So like got in the elevator with somebody who looked,
I would just say I'm on vacation.
yeah,
Like,
I'm on vacation.
yeah. It's so funny.
One of the guys was like, what are you here for in the elevator? He looked cool. He looked like he was in a band. And I was like, oh, I'm here for band camp. Like, which was fine because I was 15, 16 at the time. But the older crowd probably looked hilarious when they
Yeah.
were telling people they were there for band camp.
No,
Because the age
true.
range was to like 70.
Oh
So
my God.
There was like a lot of older people who were amazing. But he was like, oh, cool, I'm in a band. And I was like, oh, yeah, what's your band name? He's like, Sleeping with Sirens. I was like, fuck you, dude. There's no way. I was such a big Sleeping with Sirens fan, and I just he's like, yeah, you want to meet like Kellen Quinn and the guys? I'm like, yes, but not if I have to tell them I'm here for band camp.
Oh my God. Did you get to meet him?
Yeah, they were amazing. Oh my
That's
gosh, they're
so cool.
so cute and so nice.
Did they
Their whole
ask you what
family.
instrument you played?
I can't even play. Like I could play like chords. They didn't really ask me much about myself, thank goodness, because
Yeah,
I
'cause you
wasn't
were
allowed
there
to
for band
say.
camp,
Yeah,
yeah.
we had to sign like all these documents.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like
I wonder
75
why.
pages of everything. We had to do like mental health screenings. It was a crazy process.
That's crazy.
How long were you stuck up in the hotel for?
About a year.
No.
Yeah, like back and forth, probably exactly like a year.
Shut the fuck up. You
Yeah.
were
Thinking
in
like
ho-
a month or
no,
two,
that's. I
like-
thought I was
No.
gonna say like 3 weeks max.
It was a
probably.
long time, and you can't really go out either because then it like gives away things in the show.
Like who's still
on.
Oh my
before
God.
the lives. So
Are you being monitored?
yeah, I think so. We also nobody could drink. Like obviously, like I couldn't drink. I was underage. But my Aunt Donna went with me for a while, and she's from Alabama. She's the sweetest Southern woman. She's my great aunt, and I'd never met her, but my family was like, we can't stay with you anymore because we have younger kids. So we're going to send your crazy Aunt Donna with you. And she's my best friend, like, to this day. Like, I'm going to go see her later tonight. But it would be like 7 a.m. She'd be like, "Who wants Bloody Marys?" So we'd have like a line out the door because we were we were the ones supplying people with their fix, because you couldn't even be caught like at a bar even if you were over 21.
That's insane.
Yeah, no drink policy.
And so how do you think did it affect you? Like after a few months, did it kind of start to get to you where you're like, I got to get out of here?
In the same spot.
Yeah, I think it was more so that I was in high school and I'd been homeschooled before, so I was like, I want to go to like prom and stuff, and now I can't like do all these things that I'm watching all my friends do.
Were you telling anybody back at home like how things were going?
I don't know. I went to 6 high schools, so it would be hard to tell, like pinpoint who to tell about it, other than like my family.
True.
So you could talk to your parents about it, I'm assuming. Like you could tell, I mean, they know that you're there for that or whatever. Do you have to like give them a list of the people that you are going to tell about it? Like how did that process go?
I don't remember,
I'll just
but
be
I don't
honest
think
with you.
I did.
Like you said you were 15 when you did it?
I started at 15. I ended at like, I was almost 17. I think.
Oh my God. So
I'm part of her
even
life.
if I'm whether I'm 15, 16 or 17, if I'm on The Voice, I would never be able to keep my mouth shut about like not telling anybody. Like just
I don't
talking
think I told anybody. Like to this day, like I don't talk about it. It's not.
That's crazy.
Like,
I mean, it's such a like cool. It's such a. It's like a really cool thing to do, and so it's like I'd be very difficult for me to like hold that in. You know,
I'm
what I mean?
very blessed, but I wouldn't do it again. Like,
so how long after like you guys actually finish recording and you're out of the hotel? When do episodes start dropping?
I don't even remember. Probably like a month or so. I don't really know. It was kind of like a rush.
Okay,
it didn't feel like as long.
And are you having to like promote it on Instagram, like as the show is going on? Okay.
Yeah, I had to have it in my bio for a while, and then I just kept it because I'm like whatever.
It's cool as fuck. Yeah.
I'm not gonna put like as starred in Maddie B. Rap's videos on there at my old ass age. So I had to have something because for a while there, I had a lot more followers than I do now, just because, they like dwindle, especially when you stop doing music. And I wanted to focus on other things because I didn't like the music industry as a whole. I think it's a really like raunchy industry.
Really?
And I wanted to be like a family person and couldn't do that if I pursued that to like the fullest extent.
100%.
Yeah,
I mean, I would assume if you're there for a year, like I would think they already have a couple episodes out, like at least the first few.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
okay.
they put them out like quicker than that. But the thing was there was lives. Oh. And I was in the lives too, so you had to like wait it out.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, I see. And then you did one song like as a duet. Was it Style?
I did 2 duet. Wait. I did a few duets. I know.
Okay.
I did do Style. I did Style with Babe Brooks.
And were you the beginning part of that one? I couldn't find the clip for it, but I heard the actual song on Spotify.
Yeah. I
you were
was
the first part?
Yeah, they turned up both our levels up enough to where you couldn't really tell who it was for a while.
Yeah.
But then we performed it live, and it was like more apparent, obviously, so you could see it.
100%, yeah.
But that was like really hard going against the people that you've been in the hotel with and like hanging out with, because this is these people's dream. Like their whole life is music, and I'm just here for the ride. 16. I'm having such a good time, and I'm not a competitive person, and I feel like a lot of people were very competitive, and that ruffled a lot of feathers knowing that I wasn't competitive, and I was just kind of like, you got it, guys. Yeah, it like pissed people off that 100%. I wasn't taking it as seriously as them, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely, because you're just kind of in there like naturally doing your thing, and it just comes, you know what I mean?
It's fun, but some of the people could be really, really mean.
Really?
Yeah, competitive people can be mean, and if you want it, but at the end of the day, my mentality was kind of like, if you want it and you can take it, you can have it. But don't be mean to me if you can't take it, and don't pull the rug under my feet. Like, I'm just a kid.
Facts, yeah. I mean,
was that happening? Like, were people trying to sabotage you?
People got petty.
Really?
I don't think that they could really sabotage you per se, but they did try to make you feel bad.
Yeah. Get in your head.
Yeah.
It's so interesting, like, that process, because you do see a lot of older people that are on the show. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so I would see, like, how there'd be a little bit of, like, some jealousy there if a, kid came on and started stealing the show a little bit.
Actually, the youngest person on the entire show with me won.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, he won. The youngest kid, me and Sawyer were the youngest people there, and he ended up winning. He was 15 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we both started at 15. He was a farm boy who he'd been homeschooled his whole life, and I remember he just like looked at me and he's like, I don't know what I'm doing here? And he won the whole thing. So I'm so proud of him. He's such an amazing guy. He was like one of my closest friends, but he kept bringing me back on the show during the live. So that's why I was there as long as I was.
Oh, okay.
Even after I got kicked off.
How many rounds did you make it before you got kicked off?
I don't know. I was in the top 20.
Yeah.
So
that's insane.
It was a pretty long process.
Was there ever a point where you like thought you had it in the bag?
No, and I didn't want to.
Really?
I didn't want to. I was like, I'm ready to go home. Like, this is so cool. I was on TV. It's awesome. Like, it's like, hey, Mom, but I'm ready. I'm ready to go home.
No, 100%. Which song do you feel like you performed the best on the show? I already know mine.
I think you mentioned.
No, I mean, stop.
You actually don't really get to pick your songs.
No way.
You get a few songs, and then you pick them, and they decide, like, if they want you to do that or not. So I remember they wanted me to do Pumped Up Kicks, and there was just this giant school shooting, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, you guys, you're sabotaging me now. I'm not singing Pumped Up Kicks right now on live television, and plus, I don't know that song. I don't feel that song, so I picked Skinny Love.
Meme.
Like, I suggested, I got lucky. They took my suggestion, and they let me sing that.
Yeah.
And that was, like, nerve-wracking, because that song is, like, a very emotional song for me. And I think I, like, cried a little bit, but I was, like, holding it in.
I mean, you had a ton of passion in some of those songs that you were singing. Like, the fact, I honestly, I mean, I didn't even think about it, but, like, when I was watching it, it did not seem like you were 15 up there. Like, you were just, like carrying yourself very good up there. You know what I mean? You seemed hella confident.
Thank you. I appreciate it. They cut a lot out, too. I'm sure I, like, dogged some interviews, but they chop it up nicely. Those interviews, by the way, take, like, 4 hours each.
No way.
And then they cut them to, like, 30 seconds. And I remember them being like, how about that not be your answer?
That's so crazy.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, if you got to make, I mean, you're going to try to pull, like, the best ones out of it.
Well, they give you an image, and they want you to roll with it. And I don't think I fit that mold, because they were like, pop singer. I'm like, I'm not a pop singer. They're like, you're a pop singer. I'm like, I'm not a pop singer.
Was there a lot of them, like, trying to, could you tell that they were, like, trying to make a show out of it?
Yeah, of course. One of the first
Directing,
things that you do when you walk on is, like, you give your, like, sob story. And I was like, don't have one? Everything's great. And they're like, you have one. Tell us what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you. I'm like, well, my mom at the time,
actually, if you don't,
she got sick, so she had lupus. So it wasn't that. We just needed something. So it was like, oh, we moved to Florida because my mom was sick and the weather here is better. And then I got diagnosed with lupus, like, later in life. So it was just, like, a whole ordeal. But it wasn't until after the show. Yeah.
And so when you're sitting there, like, going, because that makes so much sense. Whenever you watch, like, when they're about to introduce somebody, it is always like, I was raised on a farm. Daddy didn't have no money. You know what I mean? And we, you know, whatever.
This is our big break.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's so funny.
But it was so funny. Like, you had to have a sob story. And I was like, even if I, like, had one, I wouldn't want to, like, dish it out into the world. And I don't want, like, a pity party here. Like, this is about music, right? But I remember there was some people that were like, my grandma, she's old. And she's not going to be with us forever. I'm like, well, no shit.
That's obvious.
that's just how it works.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just such a cool experience. And, like, I mean, I appreciate you sharing all the details about it, because when you're watching it as, like, a fan, you kind of just, I mean, I don't watch The Voice all the time, but we had another guest on here that was on The Voice a while back. And so, like, I've seen a few episodes, you know, and it's like, they do, the actual, like, format of the show is great. Mm-hmm. Like, you do fall in love with some of the characters. What were your numbers like when you got off the show?
I don't know. I didn't have access to my Spotify, and I didn't really check.
What do you mean you didn't have access to your Spotify?
Like, the music that I did with The Voice, like those covers, I wasn't getting.
Right.
I think I was supposed to get paid for that, actually.
Yeah, probably.
And I think they just kind of
kept it for themselves.
Yeah, just danced around.
Oh, take advantage of the little kids or whatever.
They
don't know any better.
Don't quote me. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
Don't
I'm sure
sue
you signed
me.
something where they're like, we have all the rights to your music for the rest of your life.
It's fine. Take it. It's not even my music.
So this is so interesting. Like, you know, obviously you were on The Voice. You did so well on The Voice, you know, and it seems like at that time, like, you were making a ton of music, right?
Yeah, I was doing, like, I wasn't recording anything, like, of my own.
Gotcha.
I was just working with my friend Andreas, who I'm still, like, very, very close with. He's, like, a child prodigy I met in Tampa right before I went on the show.
Okay.
We were both little kids, and we just did, like, little YouTube originals and some covers here and there.
I saw some of them, and they're phenomenal.
Thank you.
And so it's just so odd, because it's like you've already done so many things, like, with music, that most people will, like, strive to do throughout their career, and they're spending all their time on this. And like, you haven't made music for a while.
No, I haven't.
What
But
happened?
I've seen a few clips.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, she does still like sing.
Because that French song,
Sometimes.
shout out to you. That was impressive.
Thank you.
I didn't even know that song had words.
Thank you so much.
Now
yeah,
I do.
they're in French,
Yeah.
and it's.
Did you learn French for that song, or do you know
I took
French?
a few years of French,
Yeah.
but I just kind of listened to it over and over until I tried to get the accents like as good as possible.
Did you get any backlash from it, or no?
I actually didn't, and I was totally expecting to, like, from French people being like, "Do you know what you just said?" Like, because it's such a picky language. I feel like it's a beautiful language, but it's a very picky language, and that was a song that was really blowing up. So, but I didn't put it on YouTube or anything because I thought like copyright. I don't know. I think we used like a pre-made track to record it.
For sure, yeah.
So I wasn't sure how that would play out.
Did you kind of step away from it just because of the industry? Like, you felt like it was just a grimy industry and not really something you wanted to be a part of?
It's a grimy industry, and I feel like people can take... I got a big mouth. They can take things out of context, especially as I was getting older.
Oh, we'll be
like,
best friends. Oh
I don't know. Yeah,
Jesus
I don't know
Christ,
how they're
girl,
going to present me.
Girl, I'm right there with you. Don't
can't
seriously.
shut his mouth.
It's bad.
If I think
it's
it, I'm
bad.
saying it. Oh my God, no
Like, I have
filter
to be
central.
employable, you know?
For sure.
Like, eventually.
Yeah, that's why we stopped smoking before we record a podcast episode.
It doesn't matter if we smoke or not.
No,
We can't all be
true.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Facts. We cannot all be Joe Rogan.
But you're getting there. You're on the
No,
edge.
for sure. I mean, honestly, I think I'm naturally the type of person where I really don't give a fuck about your opinion. Not your opinion, but in general, like the people's
Say it to my
opinion.
face.
Like, just to be upfront and honest with you, I don't give a
Just
fuck
punch
about
her.
your opinion, girl. No, but I just feel like with majority of people, obviously I care about like certain opinions when it's like people that watch this show religiously and certain things like that. But when it comes to that hating shit, like honestly, I mean, cancel me, please. I mean, try.
Oh,
me.
no. I could care less about that. I did kids
I'll
pop till
cancel
I was
myself
like
just for y'all.
24 years old. So you can't say... They had to disable all the comments for a while, I remember, because I was like, oh my God, you think that about me on a video I did with like a 10-year-old?
Oh, no.
That's crazy.
Yeah, people can be brutal, and it's almost always like older generations. It's not the kids that are bullying you. I mean, now we have Instagram Reels, which is like the most negative
Kids are mean
space
now.
in the whole
Oh my
world.
God. And it's turned into that like
It's
crazy.
bad.
It
It's
used to be
actually
the other way
really sad.
around. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was such an uplifting place. I remember when it came out, and like it was just you complimenting people like on anything, and now it's just like
You're getting grilled.
for anything.
See, that's why I am the opposite of Nick, and I kind of do. Not that I care about what people think about what I say, but like, I got a filter.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
And that's
I watch myself.
If we both didn't have a filter, this podcast would be under the
It would
ground
be
right
bad.
now. I mean,
Somebody's got to hold him down a little.
100%. You know what I mean? What do you call yourself?
The anchor.
The anchor.
I'm
Good,
his anchor.
good.
Exactly.
You gotta
Keeps me
have
in
that in the
place.
friend group at least.
Exactly. I'm the motor. He's the anchor.
Yes, it is. He's always full of gas.
Yeah, I'm full of
throttle.
gas and I'm hauling, but he's always holding on to a couple rocks at the bottom. You know what I mean? Just to
I mean,
make
if
sure.
I'm like going out, yeah, for sure.
Oh.
And this is Jacksonville, so you can basically get away with saying anything that you want, which is nice.
True,
It's
bold,
also why I don't
bold,
go
but
out.
That's crazy.
Bold but true.
Because I would never.
What occupies your time now? Where do you get like what's your hobbies? Like now that singing, I mean, I'm sure you still sing and you still do covers or whatever, but like it's almost for me, like being a musician almost seems like you're either 100% or you're 0. You know what I mean? Like not in a bad way, but like
No,
it seems
that's
like
exactly what it is.
we've
It's
had
a full throttle thing.
Yeah, like I mean, you can do it as like a hobby, and you see people post videos of them singing all the time, but you're actually like a legitimately like talented, naturally like great singer. Like
Thank
so,
you.
I don't know if
What he's trying to say is, why aren't you putting out more music?
for sure.
I would love
for
to start
sure.
a band. I just can't. I haven't been able to find like a group. Which
Oh, we'll rattle
I
up.
feel
We can
like
get you.
that'd be
What do you
great.
need? A drummer, a violinist, a cello
violinist would be
player. What do you
great.
need?
We actually know a really famous drummer.
We do.
We do.
Think about it.
No, we have
Which
a
one?
really Greg Hersey.
Greg Hersey.
Yeah, he's
That sounds very familiar.
oh, you know him.
You've seen it
Yeah,
for sure.
Trust me. And then no, yeah, we can round up some people for you. We'll make a little band happen.
That'd be
What
awesome.
would the band name be?
I have no idea. I had a band in college, and we could never agree on a name. So every time we got up, it was a different name, or we would just be like, "It's
That's
the
tough.
band."
What was your favorite one? What was one of the names?
I thought we were like dweebs or something. I don't know.
And she was there for band camp. So
Yeah.
True
Because
facts.
everything's
Here for
lining
band
up.
camp. Ready for duty.
So where'd you go to school at?
I went to Georgia College for, I think it was a year and a half, and then I went to UGA.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I loved UGA.
What'd you get a degree in?
English.
Nice. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
You need to teach him some.
Yeah, if you ever want to know anything about like Shakespearean studies, you know,
Nick
it was a really
that.
lucrative degree.
Right up my alley.
Really
right
glad
up my alley.
I spent so
I actually
much
just
on
got done reading a book
college.
about Shakespeare. What was that book called?
You don't even know.
I can't remember. No, I read a book. I read a book at, what was it, 20?
Did you read a book?
2010? I think 2010. I I finished this book.
It had pictures. It had
Yeah,
really big
well, it was
pictures.
mostly pictures, but
3
yeah.
words on
Well,
Those
the
are my
page.
favorite.
It was a magazine.
Those are my favorite.
No, but so do you read a lot now? Because obviously.
I actually don't read a lot now. I used to. I minored in poetry, and I wrote a lot of poetry, and I wrote a lot of music.
Okay, the
back
band
then.
camp thing is really. Just
I know.
hitting home.
But I wasn't really like a drama kid, so that's
Yeah.
my only saving grace.
good.
Okay, I was going to say that was my next question.
Yeah,
okay,
not
good,
really.
Good.
I did a little bit in like middle school.
Oh, so she did dabble. So
I dabbled in the arts. Yes. It was
I mean, you
good.
got to give it a shot if you're at band camp. I mean, you'll try anything, right?
anything 3 times.
You know? No, I think it's so cool, and I think that it's also. Wait, so you did poetry? Did you ever get into songwriting or anything like that?
Oh yeah. I mostly did songwriting. I love songwriting. It's been a while since I've done it. After college, I just kind of worked more in like the EDM scene, like behind the scenes. I just did like EDM music with some friends.
Oh fuck yeah! So you're a
that's
DJ.
I'm not a DJ.
Oh
no.
my God,
I just did
she's
the
a
music
DJ.
with them. I just wrote the songs and then I would.
Well, there's
go,
not
like,
many
over the
words,
tracks.
so like what?
I know, but I find a way to make it wordy as hell. And then they're like, "We're gonna cut this down." I'm like, you know, that's a really meaningful song to me. I don't appreciate that you're cutting down my
It's only 3
Skrillex
words.
rendition. Yeah.
Well, it's cool. Like with an EDM song, you can almost just say anything and then just put a hard beat behind it,
Yeah.
and it
And then it
works.
just-
You know,
If you scream it loud
Rocks.
enough, it sounds good.
for sure. We should write an EDM song, honestly.
Easy peasy.
Easy. We'll
so
get that
fun.
shit done.
It's so fun.
So, what was there any specific artists that you wrote songs for?
I work with Niles and then an artist named Finney, who they do like I think it's more like house.
FINNEH.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Damn, that's
really
fire.
cool. They're awesome. But I work with Niles like most of. I think it was most of college, maybe a little bit in high school too.
Would you ever get back into that, the whole songwriting scene?
Yeah, for sure. I would.
We just need to get your ass in Nashville.
I know.
Honestly, that's what I'm
What are you
thinking.
doing?
I feel like there's so much like opportunity out there. Did you ever spend time in Nashville besides when you went to audition for The Voice?
No, I think that was the last time I ever went.
Okay.
Go back.
I was there
Yeah.
for like
Perform.
a day. It'd be really fun. I know they have like a Blue Jay listening room. Mm-hmm. Don't we have one of those here?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have one at the beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's what
But
I
there's a
thought.
ton of different things popping up nowadays where like, little events where people are performing and, like
Yeah,
festivals.
I would
the
be
beach and
down
stuff like
to. I have the
We
time.
even have a
I'm
whole,
not currently completely employed.
Okay, cool.
So
we even
Well,
have
so we got her to
sound
good
check
time.
sessions.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Okay, that's what we should do. So I got a plan. Okay, here we go. Soft pitch.
Here we
Soft
go.
pitch.
Come
Okay.
on.
Here we go.
I'm in.
Okay.
Soft pitch, but it's happening.
So she quits making music because she just couldn't find the right people to work with. It was also fucking grimy. And then she comes on the OG Sessions podcast and she meets the 3 of us.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Has a great time.
Yeah.
Has the
whole
best experience of her
backstory.
entire life.
Yeah.
Right? And she's like, you know what? You guys have sparked my love for music again. I'm back. But the only way that I'm back is if she does a sound check session.
Yep.
Because what we do is we shut down the studio and we let artists come in here perform, and then we record it. It's like not like a music video, but kind of like an on the radar style. If
Oh,
you've
that's
seen any
awesome.
of those,
Yeah, my friend Andreas does some of those, and they all look super cool. I just haven't made it back to Miami.
We
got-
have one here.
Yeah, look at that. We have one
Perfect.
here. We need. Would you ever be interested in doing that?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that'd be super sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to get it done.
It's
Would
like
you
a-
prefer to do a cover, or would you prefer to do one of the songs that you've already pre-written?
I haven't even picked up the guitar in like 6 months.
Oh no, you don't. I mean,
We need
should
a
we tell the
guitar.
secret?
Yeah,
no,
go
but should we
ahead.
tell the
Tell it.
secret?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so most of sound check sessions are already pre-recorded songs. So you
Okay.
bring the guitar, you don't even got to really know how to play that bitch. You just got to know how
I'm
to
a
kind of look like you
poser.
played it.
Okay,
100%.
perfect. I love that.
Now here's the thing. I will say we have done a couple of them where the artists will perform like
Live,
like
yeah.
like live audio and everything. But for one, this room echo like this is not a soundproof room. You know what I mean? So it echoes so bad, especially if you're like very, you know.
Like, where's my reverb?
But like there was a lot of things. Me and Joey are not audio engineers, so like we had a couple artists come through, and we're like, okay, we're gonna need someone to mix this because we would have different levels. Like they play an instrument live, and it just echoes so
Yeah, it
bad.
sounds bad.
And so eventually we're like, okay, we'll have the artist bring like their original song or like the audio they pre-recorded, and then they'll just sing
Perform it,
yeah, perform it like normal, and then we'll just throw the real audio over it of the actual song.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
You know?
Works for me.
Yeah, and plus it's
Sounds
like it's
easy.
crispier, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
you make a social clip of that, it just seems so much like I don't know, it just seems crispy as fuck, which is exactly
Auto-tune
how I
me.
like it. Oh yeah, shit, a little auto-tune. I mean, shit, we don't know how to do all that.
Do a little T-Pain.
If you did do that, would you said you perform an original song
I
or
could
a cover?
do either. It doesn't matter. I would just have to.
What's a dream cover for you?
I don't know. I usually. Sorry, my
You're
hands
good.
are peeling.
Oh, it's probably his hair, honestly.
Messy boy. I usually just. If anyone like has a guitar, like I can do whatever cover.
Yeah.
But I don't really like have any at the top of my head. I do karaoke nights sometimes. I love a little drunk karaoke.
Oh, I bet.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
I love Love on the Brain.
Oh, that's that's my shower song.
Really? It's such a good song.
Oh yeah.
Trying to think, what else did I do? I went on a cruise and I do a lot of Amy Winehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I did Rehab and like tried to pull my dad on the stage because I was like super drunk and he's like stop. Just really embarrassed the hell out of him. So that was fun. But yeah, typically Amy Winehouse or I love Lana Del Rey, but I don't really do any covers of her.
What
I
about
do love
Adele?
her though. Adele, I do love
Yeah.
Adele. Yeah, that she's hard, but I just feel like I don't want to like disrespect her. You know.
When you did Love Me Like You Do on The Voice.
Hate that song.
Really?
Hate that song.
Girl, you ate on that bitch.
No,
I'm going to be honest. That
dude,
song was
no.
fire.
That song ended me. I've never gotten more hate for a cover than that song. And I did not pick it. I was like, I'm not doing this. And they're like, yes, you are. I'm like, no, I'm not. I am not 16 years old going on here and doing a 50 Shades of Grey promotion right now.
Oh my God.
Because it had just come out. And they were like, well, Ellie Goulding's on here and we have to give the song to someone and it's going to be you. So suck it up, Buttercup. And I was like, you put this song on me and I'm going to get off the show.
And was that the last song you did on the show? No
Yeah, that was
way.
my kickoff song. Like every time I hear that song, I'm like,
So you were probably more frustrated than you are sad.
I was fine being off the show, but I didn't want to go off with like a negative bang.
Yeah,
and that's
true.
exactly what it was. Because I was like, I have no soul in the song. I don't feel the song. I'm not a big fan of the song. I can't sing it well. It's not really within my range. They had to like bring it down octaves because it was so high up. It just wasn't. It wasn't like special to me in any regard. Like no offense to Ellie, like she's awesome.
For sure.
But it just wasn't.
That is
it
a
wasn't for
crazy
me.
song for a
16-year-old. Yeah.
I like
wasn't
when you
about-
drag out certain notes. Like there's certain
Thank
songs
you.
you'll do a cover of, but you'll drag out a note and kind of make
that's
it
just
like.
to fill some empty space because I'm like, I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do with my hands.
No, it's cool though. It kind of makes it like it's like shows your versatility a little bit. You know what I mean? I feel like especially if it's a higher note, like being able to drag it out.
Thank you.
Like,
It's
I don't know.
unintentional, but I'll keep doing it.
Hell yeah, please do. Just don't switch nothing.
Okay, I won't.
I'm
but
trying to think,
nothing.
Joey, what would be a good cover for her? I mean, Adele was a great suggestion, but if we did like, what if you did? Would you ever do vocals for like an EDM song?
Yeah, that's
'Cause,
what
like,
I do.
Oh, I thought you were saying you wrote the lyrics
No, I
for
do
them.
the vocals for the EDM.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now we're on board. Okay, I was like, damn.
I thought you were
that's-
writing a whole song.
That's what I thought. I thought you were just writing the vocals and
No,
someone else.
I just write the like whatever lyrics they may be, which are usually very repetitive.
100%. Do you fuck with Hayla? Hayla, I gotta put you on Hayla. Hayla's on like she does like that. Like she's on like a lot of EDM songs. Fuck.
Is that?
We gotta blurp that out. We cannot. We gotta blurp that out. Our intern. is I almost just said the intern's name. Crazy. You know Hayla,
Is this like a hazing
Right?
period?
It is actually.
yeah. So this is our new intern. He's been here for well, this is his second time here, but but he's been a part of the podcast for a month, and so we're putting him through the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay.
So
Like a frat.
right now we're just kind of like teasing it. We don't know if it's gonna work out. I mean, we
look-
hope it works out.
Look at him.
But he's so handsome. It's so hard to like get him to kick him out, you know. But yeah, we're putting him through like a little hazing period, and eventually we're going to do the intern reveal. So y'all stay tuned for the intern reveal.
He's gonna have a
Because
mask on first.
ooh, should we do that?
It's gonna be like the dream reveal.
What should come first, the name or the face reveal?
Name's no fun. Nobody cares about the name. I think we do an episode just mask.
Are you like a big deal?
That is so funny.
Oh, he's a
huge
Like where they
deal.
drop your name and everyone's gonna be like,
They're gonna freak
Oh
out.
no, for sure. Like
It's-
this is a very anticipated thing.
We're
that's
stupid
finally
for not
happening.
dropping his name.
Yeah.
Because we would
Yeah, like-
honestly, the leverage,
I know.
the numbers would be through the roof.
through the
Oh
roof.
no, literally. I mean, it's he is kind of our what is it? not your last home run, but like your last like shot. Like we know the podcast is sinking, and like we have to just bring him.
Grand slam.
He's our grand slam. He's
it's
our
sinking?
saving grace.
No, it's not sinking.
Not sinking, but you know we need
Don't be
him.
so hard on yourself.
We need him bad. You know, Jag Nation. He was carrying the podcast for a really long time, but now it's just kind of
Such a
like
good job.
It's crazy how you got a 3 last week, and now we're talking about you like that.
now he's at 8.
I asked one question. It was 22.
That's so funny. I had a really good question. Then we started talking about how beautiful and now I'm off.
You just said his name again.
We'll
That's
bleep that.
insane.
We'll bleep that. We'll bleep that.
It's a lot of editing. Here.
Oh, that's right. Okay, boom, we're back.
Hayla.
You kind of give Hayla vibes for sure, and I'll
Is
put
that
it on
the
her
old
music.
I don't know who that is.
No, she's
but
not.
it
She's
sounds
not old.
great.
She's not. She's just older. Her voice sounds like she's very young. Like not like young, but she's like sounds like she's like 18 or whatever. And I think
But
she's
isn't
like
she
30.
like 60?
No, she's not
I
60.
thought we looked that up one day.
No, she's not 60.
She's
Hey,
like
intern, can we
59.
see how old
Intern, how
Hayla
old?
is?
Yeah. Do your job.
That's interesting. No, but you definitely give like Halo vibes whenever, like with your voice and
It's a
shit.
really cool name.
Okay, your
Hayla's
voice
sick.
even
Stage
makes
name.
you seem like you're taller.
Thank
like,
you.
it's a big
I'll
voice.
take it.
It's-
You know what?
That is so funny.
Open
yeah.
to modeling.
When we first met you, for some reason, I thought you were going to be like way taller than me, which means
Amazonian
way
man.
taller than Joey.
Way taller.
And so I was, but then yeah, you're 5'2", you said.
Yes.
That's
I'm
awesome.
5'2", so
I'm
not
close to
super
that.
intimidating.
Oh my God, you guys are twins.
We're almost the same height.
It actually doesn't say anywhere.
No way.
No way. Yep. Google says your birthday is in 2000.
The way that people thought I was so much younger, like I remember when I was 18, I messaged Hannibal Buress because I was like, I thought that I saw him at a Kendrick Lamar concert, and I was walking up, and I was the biggest Eric Andre show fan. And I thought I saw him, and I was walking up, and I got so nervous I started crying, and I walked away. And I messaged him, and I was like, I saw you at the Kendrick Lamar concert, and I'm sorry, like, if that was weird. Because this guy looked like he was, like, surrounded by bodyguards. And he
Yeah.
responded, and he was like, I am not at the Kendrick Lamar concert. Like,
Damn.
so I just walked up to some random black guy, and
Cried.
started crying, and walked away. So that's a bad look. And then he was like, I'm having a house party. And I was like, there's no way I'm about to get invited to a Hannibal Buress house party in Atlanta. And then he goes, oh, fuck that. I just looked you up. You're like 16 or 15 years old. He said, not doing that again. And I was
Not
like,
doing
no,
that again."
I'm not. I'm 18, which honestly, should an 18-year-old be going to a Hannibal Buress house
Right.
party when I don't even go to parties at all? No. But
Oh my God.
I was
that's
like,
crazy.
wow. And the internet still says I'm like a little tot.
That's
Which
so.
I feel like might ruin some opportunities for me because no one wants like a little like jit in there. Which I just learned
She's a-
jit this year.
She's got a little Florida
She's
in her.
using
I
it.
thought it was a slur, and I was hearing people say it, and I was like, maybe you shouldn't say that.
No.
Like that sounds like a bad word, and
Yeah.
they're like, it's just like a
No, that's
it's
Florida
just a
lingo
dumb,
101.
dumb Florida kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, thank God. I really thought y'all were like off your rockers, just throwing this word around willy nilly like that. Like, you'd get your ass beat in Atlanta for that.
Careful now. Careful with the word jit. Don't be throwing that around.
Relax, Jit.
That is so funny.
Yeah. I
So
had a
it
lot
really
to
says
learn.
that she's born 2000. That
So you're
is-
25.
How do you get that changed?
I'm 27 this month. Like in like not even 2 weeks.
Do you ever get like like maybe not regrets, but like you maybe wish that you did pursue the music thing a little harder?
I always wonder what would have happened if I like actually took the reins on it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I'm just like happy being unemployed in Florida.
And that's perfect. No, that's
No,
that's
actually,
perfect.
I would love a job. I would love like a full-time job. I had one as a special education teacher, but they actually cut like so much funding from Florida. Florida was the first state that they cut a lot of the special education funding from.
Okay.
So my job was eliminated, which sucked because I loved it more than anything. Love working with kids, still trying to get back into it, but I wasn't sure if I was going to stay like in Florida.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like tossing the dice, and I was like, like where the wind blows. But then I'm like, ooh, that bank account's getting low.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool like that you just went with like what your heart kind of wants to do. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
it's very easy, especially like, I mean, there's times with this damn podcast where we're like, brother, I'm worn out.
Yeah.
But you can see it a lot with music artists where like, they don't even really want to be doing this shit anymore, but they're so locked in and you've
Yeah,
built this thing, you don't
no.
want to waste it. You know what I mean?
you can't back out once you're in it. And
Exactly.
that's the thing that I was worried about. It's like then you have people depending on you, like with Maddie B. Like hate to keep name dropping the kid, but he was like, I think he was 5 when he started, and then all of a sudden, like, he was on full tours. Like, we're going on full tours. You're employing so many other people underneath you. You can't just get up one day and be like, you know, I actually don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, facts.
Because you have people like relying on you for their salaries at like 10 years old. So
God, that is insane.
That's a lot.
What were those shows like for you, that tour?
I thought it was really cute. They were always sold out. And I was like, who the hell
Was it arenas, theaters?
Yeah, they were like theaters and arenas. We did like an NFL opening once.
No
like,
way.
yeah, he was really like making rounds. He was big for a really long time. One time we were performing, I think we were in Boston. It was either Boston or New York, and we had a sold out show. And my dad was like, you got to check out the front row. And there's like 5 like full grown adults. And I'm like, who is that? He's like, that's the Impractical Jokers. I'm like, what the hell are the Impractical Jokers doing at a Maddie B concert?
No, that's so cool though. Like,
but they didn't have kids with them.
That is a little
so
shame.
I was like, that's a little, all right.
It was probably like a punishment. They had to go watch.
No, yeah, I wanted to meet them. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm such a big fan of their show. Like,
Same.
It's the only channel my grandma got for a while. And so I like walked up. I'm like, I'm such a big fan. They're like, yeah. Where's Matt? I'm like, there's no way you guys are shoving me aside to make me like. But
that is so funny.
Happy for him, but not gonna lie, I was very jealous.
Yeah.
So are those crowds like? Are they just? Is it just a fucking sea of kids? Pretty much.
Yeah, mostly. I mean, they're so cute. Like, I definitely got like farted on a few times and like meet and greets and stuff.
Yeah.
But people want to see Matt, but it was still really fun. I got to open for them, and then we'd have a lot of videos together. So people knew who I was, which was really cool. But we had like people would bring in like gifts and like food and stuff, and they'd put it on a back table, and they'd be like, don't touch it in case it like blows up. I'm like, who wants to blow up a 15-year-old? So like all the snacks like could be poisoned. Like we would have like full security, like everything. And I'm like, wow, this is like a real thing.
Wow.
This is real. That's
Were you
crazy.
getting paid from that?
Yeah, I was.
That's fun.
That's so cool. And so I do think it's really dope that you at least got to like experience like a little taste of being a superstar, like with the security and like kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, as a kid, like going on like a fucking world tour was like one of the biggest streaming artists like at that time, you know,
Yeah.
even though it's
I
like
feel like if I was like a
kids.
kid though, but I was like in my 20s.
Word,
so I'm
true.
just like, yeah.
It's so cool though.
I'm
I mean,
getting
the
up there to the
experience.
point. I think we did our last video together when I was 24, I think. So that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
But he's great. Super fun to work with. Love him. And he's got an awesome family. So that was an experience. But I definitely got the most hate from the Maddie B videos.
Because of all the jealous girls.
Or because
Just
of
like-
being 20.
I don't know what it was really. I think that I looked a little bit strange being like significantly older, because like there's some videos where I'm like chasing him around a mansion or something, and I'm like
True.
getting jealous that he's like texting other girls, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is
Yeah,
a good
it's a
look for
weird
me.
image, yeah.
Facts.
I mean, I guess it's they say it's different because he's like a boy, but it's really not. I felt very strange.
Well, according to Google, you're born in 2000,
I'm a child,
so you're
yes.
good. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
so young.
Yeah.
I have so much life to live. It's only just begun.
That's so funny. I mean, I do think it's really cool, just like all the different things you experience. It's kind of dope that it all happened like while you were younger, because then you were kind of able to like kind of find your spot and like find kind of like where you lie with the music shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
obviously it's something that you're very good at, something you're super like naturally talented with, but it's also like maybe not like your first love like it maybe once was. Right?
Yeah, no, writing was definitely my first love, but I'm very lucky from the standpoint that I actually got to experience it to know like, hey, this isn't what I want. But
Sure.
I feel like some people, they want it so bad, but they don't actually know like what even like a little glimpse of it is like. And it's hard, it's tough. It's like, it's long hours, it's isolating. And if you take things like very seriously, which thank God I didn't, but I know a lot of people that do, like you have to have a very tough shell
Yeah.
to deal with that. And it's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Like I had a problem with reading comments when I was younger, like especially when I was like 16, and I would like
Sure.
respond sometimes. And then I was like, I'm arguing with like a 62-year-old man from Memphis on Facebook right now,
Yeah,
and this
facts.
needs to stop. But it never did. I still do that all the time.
Do you still get hate comments for stuff?
No,
Okay,
I don't really
okay.
get any comments on. I don't really post anything.
Yeah, I noticed. It's like, I mean, you have like a few videos of you still singing, but
Yeah,
I feel
don't.
like it wouldn't. I feel like it wouldn't be that difficult for you to make the step back into that lane if you ever wanted to. or just like, you know, write out how it is. You know what I mean? Like, do it right now. Like, if an opportunity presented itself for a very talented singer like yourself to come and step in and do something cool, sound check sessions, then you know, it's like you could go in and do that opportunity, but this doesn't have to be like your full life anymore. You know, I think it's cool.
I think that's why it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a hobby. It's not a job anymore. Which,
Facts.
like, if you have a full-time job, which I have had the last 3 years, then don't really even have time for hobbies. And so you like shove it all aside. But now I actually have the time. I just haven't like reached out to the connections that I have from the past.
100%.
But I also feel like I've kind of reached, like, as horrible as it sounds, there is like a stigma with, I'm not saying I'm an older woman, but I would be an older woman trying to like reemerge in the music industry.
Oh my God, no, not a chance.
Like, I don't know. I feel like my mark, like they did tell me, like when I was younger, they're like, this is only going to be, you're going to be relevant for only so long.
For sure.
And once that relevancy fades off, then you just look like you got bored or you got lazy and then you came back.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that it'd be, because you've already been to like such a like pinnacle of this scene, you know what I mean? Like then I do see what they mean by like if you came back, you're like, oh well, you got bored, you know?
Yeah, like
but,
you didn't take the chance when you had it,
sure,
and you squandered it, and now you want to like make amends.
Yeah, I mean, shit, like you been there, done that. Right,
yeah,
like that's another way to look at it. Is like
you've done the cool things.
Yeah, like you know, it's kind of like, all right, check that one off. Like next bucket
fun.
list.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
I don't really have like a.
Is there any aspect of it you miss?
Yeah, definitely. No, I miss the crowds. I miss like good job. I miss my mom being proud of me.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
Just like it's just little things that made it so enticing. Like I can see why people get that high.
Yeah.
But then you see like the rise and fall of like Justin Bieber and you're like, I don't want that shit. Like whatever that is, I don't want that. I'm so glad that I don't even think it's just drugs. It's just burnout.
Well, yeah, like mental things too.
Once you have everything, then what are you like living for? If you have everything and you've reached all your goals, and I think like that's why a lot of people do drugs, because it's like I gotta get that high, like I gotta stay on
or
that
I just
high.
gotta like get my mind out of this place. Like I feel like with Justin Bieber, one of the things that would piss him off the most, I'd always see videos of this, of like just a photographer, like anywhere he would go, as soon as he gets out of his car, there's 15 people like all up in his face.
Yeah.
And it would be like, and he would be respectful at first, but it wouldn't take long for him to fucking snap.
Well, I saw a really sad and another thing I realized in the music industry, like especially when I was getting hate comments, and I was like, this is such a, like if there was a Z level celebrity, that would be me, and I'm still getting like shit on. Like as a kid, I can't imagine that every single day, and it doesn't matter what you do, there will always be people that hate you for some reason, and they really do such a good job at convincing you that celebrities are not human beings.
Yeah.
Like, you don't look like, you see Kim Kardashian, you're like, oh, I don't like her. I don't like what she does. But then she gets like robbed at gunpoint and everyone's like, yeah. I'm like, that's fucked.
Yeah.
She just got robbed at gunpoint and you have detached yourself so far from the reality that she is a real person that you not only don't have any empathy for her, but you're cheering for the person who wronged her. And I think that's so wrong. Like us as a society, we got to do better.
Damn right. Haters gonna hate, right?
But everyone hates.
For sure.
Shout out Kanye.
But they do crazy. Okay.
Crazy person.
That's crazy. That was such a wild, crazy shout out.
My empathy ran very dry for him a while ago.
For sure.
That he needs help. He's a human.
He's a human, but he has he has every right to crash out, but he's taking everyone down with him. Like that's different. Sure. Like when you're taking down like a whole religion, like that's a whole other aspect of hate.
Wait, what about religion? What is he doing?
Oh, I don't know. Let's not get into religion.
Yeah, we're not doing this, Joey. We're not doing this, Joey. She just did a Christian video for LaFave, okay? We're not doing all this, okay?
I may retract my shout out to Kanye. So.
Can you, intern, can you pass the Bible? Because Joey needs to hold on to that.
Whack me with it.
It is funny how like certain celebrities, like they do kind of get painted as like a completely fictional fucking person. You know what I mean? Where they're just like a perfect human being all around. Yeah, 100%. It's, I mean, I almost wouldn't want like that much. I would love to be doing this like full time and living very comfortably, like enough for us to all get a good sized boat. You know what I mean? But like, I don't need to be that big. You know what I mean?
I feel like with podcasting, you can find a happy medium.
For sure.
Like it's a different realm.
Definitely. I think that the cool thing about podcasting is like whenever we get to interview cool people like yourself, it like almost like that's like the fix that we need. You know what I mean? Like you kind of get to like have a network of a bunch of really dope people, and a lot of the people that come on this podcast are obviously way more famous than we are. And so it's like very cool. Like whenever you get to like,
Except for the intern.
well, intern ain't shit. You know what I mean? Intern is so far
back down.
He's not even.
You're amazing.
He's not even. I mean, he's just barely a human. He's just trying to make it by. You know.
human.
But
like
no,
a
he's
celebrity.
great. He's great. He's great. Boys, y'all got anything else?
I'm excited for soundcheck sessions.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
You
You
have
just
to get
gave
that
me
going.
something to look forward to.
we
I
go.
appreciate
Hell yeah.
that.
Okay, it's a podcast success, boys. Good job.
Yes, sir.
But no, let's go ahead and plug all your shit. Where can people find you on Instagram? Are we promoting the Instagram? Or are we
Yeah,
trying to
sure.
get, okay, cool. Where can people follow you on Instagram?
Brooke Adee. It's BROOKEADEE.
I was going to say, spell that for the people.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
I almost got it wrong before we started recording. And then, are we promoting anything else? Spotify, anything like that?
I don't
Whatever?
really have anything right now. If I have anything in the works, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I just got to get off my ass.
You got anything else, brother?
No, I just want to say thank you for coming on. It was great.
Thank you
Intern?
for having me. I really
Intern,
appreciate
want to
it.
pipe up anything? Anything you thought of?
You had so much to say during the episode.
Yeah. Couldn't get this one to shut up. All right, well, intern, you're the best. We'll up your rating in
We love you.
a few weeks for sure. But no, nonetheless, shout out to all the OGs that are listening to this episode. This episode 134. And if you guys want to look at
35.
thank you. This episode 135. If you guys want to look as sexy as Joey Allen looks right now, and I look right now, and intern looks right now, ogsessions.com. All your merch is going to be on there for you. If you want free shipping on that, that's going to be certified OG is going to be your code at checkout. That's going to be free shipping. We've kept
That is the longest running code I've ever like.
This is the last week. This is the last week. Fuck it.
I do not believe
I'm
it.
done. Like if people don't start taking advantage of the code, which multiple people have, but
Yeah.
like we need more. I'm done. And we'll put a new code and we'll make it
Put
secret.
a 10 or like 5.
Ooh, what
Because
if we,
20 is crazy.
20 what?
What is it? 20%? No, it's free
No, it's
shipping.
free shipping.
My bad.
Shipping now, everyone's gonna
We'll make
think
it 20% off.
Okay, I'll make it 30% next time. Good idea, Joey. And then if any of the OGs want to just keep up with everything going on with this podcast, you can follow us on social media platforms at OG Sessions Pod, except TikTok, which is just OG Sessions. And then last but not least, baby, you know you better run to that Patreon.
Hit that
run,
Patreon.
sprint to the Patreon. Bonus content, secret sessions. We're actually going to be filming a vlog on Wednesday with fan favorite guest, teaching that motherfucker how to fish.
How to fish.
So I am stoked for that. A ton of new things in the works. But yeah,
We may even drop the intern early on the Patreon.
that was the plan. I think that's a good idea.
Maybe.
I think that's a good idea. Intern, how would you feel about that? Would you like that? I think that'd be fucking sick.
Give them something to look forward to.
And we'll put it behind the $2 paywall too.
Oh,
we're not gonna. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
we're not gonna. He ain't that good yet. You know, but if he gets that it gets up in the 8-9 range, then we'll put it on the $12 paywall. You know, but no, he's more of a $2 guy right now.
For sure.
And last but not least, shout out to Brooke.
Thank
You so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank
It was an
you.
absolute honor.
Yes. it's my
Anything else you
pleasure.
want to let the people know before we go?
Nope.
How do you rate Jack Nation?
Huh?
How do you rate Jack Nation?
Oh,
1 out of
amazing.
10.
I was like, what's Jack Nation? He's perfect. He's a hairy dog,
He
but
is a
he's so sweet.
Good boy.
And then how do you rate Intern?
Intern, 10 out of 10. 10 out
Oh
of 10.
my God, there we go.
Second
She's a
job.
good guess. There's a good guess.
Was I supposed to be mean to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, screw that guy.
Yeah, bro,
sucks.
fuck me, Intern. No, seriously, Brooke, it was an absolute honor having you on
Thank
the
you.
show
Thank you
today.
so much.
Seriously,
Yeah,
you're
thank
wonderful. And then, yeah, until next time, OGs, this is episode 135 of the OG Sessions podcast. Y'all, we are out.
Peace.